As most of us know, the biggest secret to building true wealth in DeFi is getting in early. In fact, we talk about it. In every episode of Rags to Riches here, we have rules of solvency. One of those rules says buy the rumor and sell the news. And that's what I want to share with you here today is what rumor is brewing on the horizon you might want to start keeping an eye out for. Now, as always, this is not financial advice. I'm urging you to do your own research, but I want to make you aware of what could be brewing out there so you can decide truly if it's right for you. Now, please understand, this is not going to be an all-inclusive video. I'm going to have one of those here in a few weeks once Phase 2 launches. This one is simply to let you know the rumor on the street so you can get a step ahead of everybody else. Now, the project I'm going to talk about is Swych. Now, that might sound kind of familiar to everybody. Well, it should, because Swych was originally Titano. That's right. We all remember Titano, the rebase program that started off great, everything was looking awesome, but then the value of the token continued to drop, and eventually dropped so low, most people forgot about them, thought they just left. But the truth is, they never went anywhere. The same team has been building since the last bull market. Now, during that time, they have migrated from the Titano token to the Swych token back in March of 2023. But it's still running on the Titano V2 contract. So currently, the Swych token is out there, but it still has the same limitations of being inflationary. Now, that's about to change. You see, coming up in Phase 2 of the Swych Protocol, they are going to stop the inflation. That's right. Now, if we take a look at the white paper, it says Phase 2 will focus on deflation, growth, and bringing real yield to the ecosystem. With Phase 2, the goal is to create a token that is easily accessible and understandable. This means removing sale taxes, transfer fees, and withdrawal limitations. Doing these things will allow us to approach centralized exchanges, build exciting new partnerships, and create new utilities that hugely benefit any holders. Now, keep in mind, Phase 2 has not actually happened yet. That means we're still in Phase 1, which is the distribution phase, which for me, it's a great time to start collecting. Now, there are some things we have to be aware of. So checking back in the white paper, it says that the phase will have an inflationary element with staking focused on the Swych token growth. This is the time to accumulate Swych tokens, as within the second phase of Swych, there will not be any minting or inflationary elements. Now, this lets us know that there is a sale and transfer tax, so be aware of that. Now, also something else to keep the sell pressure down is the available trading balance is still active, which means you can only sell a total of 2% to 20% of your total token balance in a 10-day time frame, and that's entirely dependent on the size of the liquidity pool. Now, lastly, there is still a 35% transfer tax in effect during Phase 1. Now, this will go away in Phase 2, but essentially this is to stop people from gaming the system, so they can't collect a whole bunch of tokens, split them across multiple wallets, and take profits on each of those. Now, about this time, you're probably saying, hey, Serenity, that all sounds great and wonderful, but you said getting in early. What are you talking about? Well, that's where I've got to show you the chart. So let's pull up the Swych chart here real quick. Going back to the migration, it migrated at about a penny per token. Then it immediately spiked up to about 6 cents per token. And then over the course of several months, it has gone all the way down till its all-time low of 0.002688 per token. But in the last 3 weeks, it has gone from 0.002688 all the way up to 0.008528. That's over a 3x on this token in the last 3 weeks. Now, when I first saw these kind of gains, I thought maybe the team was starting to inject liquidity into the protocol, getting it prepared for Phase 2. So I reached out to the team this morning and found out that no, they haven't. These are all organic sales. Now, this is something that's really exciting to me because that means that there's still all that liquidity waiting from Titano to be put into the Swych protocol. And for me, I've been in Swych about 2 weeks now, and I've already done a 2x on my investment, and I'm still collecting Swych tokens, and I'm going to take it all the way out to the launch. Now, please keep in mind, I am not telling you that Swych is a great investment for you. In fact, I have no idea what it's going to do, but I would guarantee when it hits Phase 2, that price is probably going to get pretty volatile. So for me, I'm keeping a close eye on it, but I think it's a good fit. You need to do your own research, so I put links in the description down below so you can go find out for yourself, because as we know in DeFi, we are always accountable for our own decisions. So I want to thank you very much for your time. And until next time, have a great night.